So we got the first site leveled out. Put all this, you kind of scrape the topsoil, so we got all the topsoil put to the side. And we'll use it probably to fill under the mango tree. We'll probably take a couple more limbs off the mango tree because it's in the way. But most of it will be left, and might do some, you know, because there'll be a balcony here. There'll be a bodega, which is like 10 by 12 feet with a sliding door here. And there'll be a staircase that goes up with a rooftop deck. There'll be a roof up here. So you'll be right next to the mango tree. Maybe kind of light up the mango tree or do something cool. And then this is parking area right here. So you'll come in where that white car is, come around and park here. And there'll be sort of overflow parking on the side too. Let's take some more of the limbs off this mango. But these are 3 beautiful mango trees at the back of the property. And this is pretty much leveled out now. Backhoe scraped it on the backside. We'll sort of give a little slope to it and then flatten it out a little bit more and make sure the drainage goes off towards the road. But from here, they'll lay it out more exactly and then start putting the posts in, dig a hole 3 feet deep or so, fill it with some rock, fill it with concrete, up to the same level all the way around. Sit the posts in, concrete around the posts, and then start the next day start putting slats in. Basically the idea is the slat will come in here and sit. So that's that. We're starting to plan out the remodel of the greenhouse. Trying to figure out, we're gonna keep the same general size and roof shape. It's gonna be a gable. And some of the lumber is eaten by termites, but a lot of it's really good. So we're figuring out how we can repurpose a lot of it. The siding and the rafters seem to be a sort of a hardwood. And I think they are going to be wide enough to use for doors. Four inches. So for doors, it'll work. It's a little narrow, but the doors aren't real big either. So, and then the siding. A lot of the siding is in good shape. It's got like a 45-degree cut in it. So we'll figure out about figure out about that. This is the bathroom. We got the shower hooked up yesterday from the pump, so this will obviously get remodeled. But the main layout's gonna stay the same. There'll be a entry door here. The roof is going to go higher by about 2 or 3 feet, and there'll be a roof that comes down over this and covers this area in here. So where all this metal is will be tile and outdoor covered seating area, which would be nice. And things like this are kind of pretty cool, so we're going to try to figure out how to use these two, either maybe even a door panel could be used for a door panel, and then maybe take off some of the paint and see what the wood looks like underneath it. I bet it might be pretty nice. We're working on the other house site, leveling it out. We use like a water line to measure all the corners and then string it out and figure out where we have to cut and where we leave it. This ylang-ylang tree was on the other side where the house goes. We dug it out with the backhoe and planted it there, so hopefully it survives. And the pump we emptied out yesterday, and then I've sort of cleaned it a bit, hooked up the pump, and we're getting consistently decent water out of it. So crystal clear, but looks pretty good. It's not all brown or doesn't smell bad. So we actually found another well here on this property that they filled in for some reason. So eventually, when there's not as much to do for the crew, we're going to try to pull the stuff out of here and see if we can get this reconnected too. So there'll be 2 wells on the property. And then probably try to put a tank up on the property line, the other side of the property line. You can see the darker topsoil there, and then it's browner, more kind of a clay material underneath it. So all that topsoil we're holding on to. These guys are really good, you know, guys that have been doing it for 10 years. You basically just have to give them an idea of string line and an idea of what you want to do, and they take care of the rest. So on this, it's the same house as the other one, but the balconies, the bodega is on this side, and the balcony will be up here, and the parking area will be on that. We'll come in this way. There's a side entrance here, so you'll drive up, come around, and pull in here under a covered carport, and there'll be another. There's like 14 feet between the house and the fence line, so there's room over there for cars or something else. We got a gasoline-powered half-sack concrete mixer, but they forgot to send the gasoline engine, so that's coming soon. And these guys have been busy cleaning up the fence line. It was really overgrown, so it's all been like chopped out, and they just sort of wait for this stuff to dry out, and then we'll probably have a little fire. But that's it. I'm going back for a few days, and I'll be back this weekend probably. So they'll be putting up the columns and probably laying the slats in this weekend.